Let me assume everyone here loves cookies. I know, a weird way to start a TED Talk, but let's just assume you do. And think about how much you love cookies as a child. I know I was definitely one of those kids, and I still am. But let me take you back to a Girl Scouts trip when I was about 7 years old. A mom bought cookies for after dinner, and I was ecstatic. I was so excited, oh my gosh. But when I went to get a cookie, I paused. Are those white chocolate chips or macadamia nuts? As someone with food allergies, this is quite the important question. While we ponder what a cookie-loving child might have decided, let me share my qualifications for even explaining allergies to all of you. I might not have a PhD or a major in food sciences, but I am allergic to peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, and avocado. It's a lot, I know. Growing up with food allergies, even I didn't know everything. There is a reason why kids aren't often described as wise, and that is why it is so important for even people who don't have food allergies to be educated about them. You might think, you don't affect the lives of people with food allergies, and yet 9.6% of the US population has food allergies. For reference, only 2 to 6% of the US population has red hair. Yeah. So if that doesn't express the commonality and randomness of food allergies, I don't know what does. But essentially, food allergies are extremely common and random, and that is what I want you to take away from that. Okay? Kids can develop them, babies can have them, and you can even develop them later in life due to an aging immune system, hormones, seasonal allergies, or viral and bacterial infections. But to help all of these people with food allergies, 9.6% of the population, it's important to even understand what they are. Essentially, the first time you eat an allergen, your body releases immunoglobulin E, which triggers histamine. Histamine is what causes all of the symptoms you generally associate with an allergic reaction. Hives, swelling, and anaphylaxis, which I'll explain later. And so, it's important, and now you understand what allergies are, and there's actually really easy ways for you to help people with allergies in day-to-day life. The place you have most control over this is when you're preparing food for others to eat. What you should do in this situation is keep any food labels or recipes that you use. I promise you, we will not judge you for buying the gravy when you said it was homemade, all right? It's okay, we won't judge. We just want to look at the food label. You might take a glance at the contains section, which is still really important because that tells us if it was purposely made with an allergen, but we're also going to look at the may contain section, made in a facility, or even peanut free, which can all mean that the food was at risk of cross-contamination during processing. That is not good because I can still trigger a reaction. Let's just say, you're not the type of person to cook for people and you end up going out with people you don't really know. So you go out, I think one of the most important things you should know about them, besides their name, is what food allergies they might have. This can prevent awkward situations, like someone with a peanut allergy going to a peanut tasting festival. That would be a really bad situation. But in case you come across someone who is having an allergic reaction, there are things that you can do. And if there's anything that you remember from my talk, it's this. One symptom of histamine can be anaphylaxis, which is where your throat or tongue swells up to the point of deadly breathing issues. In kids, these symptoms can be hard to define or distinguish, but some things to look for are a stomach ache, hives, them rubbing their throat, or saying something normal tastes spicy. While all of these things can be symptoms of eating at a taco place, it's important to take these symptoms seriously. Now, I'm guessing you're all wondering, did I eat the cookie? I'm still here today, but did I eat it? Luckily, I did not. It's great that I had this discretion as a 7-year-old, but it would have been nice to have someone there who was educated about allergies, like all of you, to save me the suspense of a cookie. It's like dangling a treat in front of a dog's nose, and I was really sad I couldn't eat the cookie. But either way, from what we've learned today, we are slowly breaking down barriers of knowledge. Because a lot of people aren't fully educated about allergies, there are still empty allergy tables in elementary schools and middle schools, sometimes literally divided from the main cafeteria by a wall. And for those who need it, it's a decent solution. But why can't other kids also be educated about allergies? At a young age, ignorance can seem cruel and isolating, especially if other kids joke about putting peanut butter in your lunch. And at any age, it is important to learn and understand about other people, which can really make the world of a difference for them. In this talk, I hope that I have shed some light on allergies and the importance of knowledge, especially if it can save lives. Thank you.